Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a huge favor and click that subscribe button down below for content like this and many more. For all your current subscribers, I just want to continue to say thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Now, what do I have next to me? This is a 2023 Toyota Highlander. This particular trim is the XSE. It's all-wheel drive. I'm going to go over all the features, the technology, and then go for a final drive. Stay tuned, that is coming up next. Okay, let's review the 2023 Toyota Highlander. This is the XSE all-wheel drive model. So this kind of sits in the middle between the Limited and the Platinum, not quite the base model. Pricing starts at $37,000. That's for the L model, front wheel drive. All-wheel drive is optional in every single trim. This particular tester, as tested, is $49,000 because it has a couple of options, which I'll show you guys in the interior portion. And starting in the front, it has a very bold grille, so very shiny black grill. Toyota radar sensor lives behind the Toyota emblem. There's a camera there in the windshield. This vehicle has, of course, automatic braking. Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 Plus. This vehicle has fog lights, LED fog lights, big massive grille, combination headlights, LED high beam, low beam, incandescent turn signal. My tester is sitting on Bridgestone Blizzaks, sitting on 235, 55, 20-inch wheels. These Bridgestone Blizzaks are excellent winter tire, whether you have all-wheel drive or not. These are the go-to winter tires for weather and you know, in the Northeast and beyond. Mirrors are glossy black, and overall it looks very aggressive. I like this line that goes all the way from beginning to end. Very nice, very stylish. Definitely not boring and blah of the yesteryears. Big giant Highlander badge right there, XXC. And since we're back here, let's show the cargo capacity. Of course, you can open the trunk two ways, with the key and with the button on the tailgate. And being that this is a third row vehicle, you do have, of course, seating for up to 7 passengers. You can get a bench instead of captain's chairs like this particular model has. And to fold the seat down, you just click on this and the seats fold completely like so, and do it from the other side as well. And then you maximize your cargo carrying capability. So let's walk around, continue to walk around the exterior. We're gonna go over the tech, the features, the technology, and then we'll go for a final drive. And before I let you guys go, the Toyota Highlander now, for the first time ever, has a 4-cylinder engine under this hood, which is first time ever. It's a 4-cylinder turbo that makes 265 horsepower and 310 pounds-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed automatic. This particular trim is all-wheel drive, and it's interesting because the Highlander has never had a 4-cylinder. I'm gonna go over the spec, the features. Stay tuned, that is coming up next. All right, let's start the review of the 2023 Highlander in the back. This is a family vehicle, so I figure let's start in the back. And the back, you know, materials are nice. You got similar materials at the front. Hard plastic here, which doesn't look exactly great, but if you want something fancy, you can of course get fancier. You can get the Platinum version of this, which adds better materials in the interior. Now, this has very bright red interior, as you guys can see. It does have sunshade for the kiddos and everybody sitting in the back, which is a nice little touch. And I believe every single vehicle should have this. SUV, car, doesn't matter what it is. So stepping inside the back seat, I am about 5'8". The seat is adjusted to how I drive. Of course, we could move a little forward back. And sitting back here, as you can see, you guys see a sea of red and black. This vehicle does have it has 3-zone climate control, so you can control the temperature here, fan speed, mode, auto. No heated seat in this particular trim. You do have a USB-C connectors right there for power. Cup holder is right here in the middle, which I think this is a bad idea because it makes it a little difficult to get into the third row. So speaking of the third row, I would try to climb, let's get back there through this middle here, which is nice. And sitting back here, yeah, it's a bit of a penalty box. I'm 5'8". Yeah, this seat can move a little forward, but it is tight back here. It's very tight back here. You do have vents, climate vents in the back. Not the biggest of the 3-row family, as you can see. You do have, of course, armrest for each seat. No power back here. You do have 2 cup holders right there. The seats do recline. And of course, you got your lighting back there. And this is a look all the way from the 3rd row. Yeah, definitely designed for kids, not for adults. Maybe for a quick trip, but not for a long trip. Let's go to the front of the Highlander. We'll go over all the tech, the features, and then we go for a final drive. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's take a look at the interior, the front part of the Highlander. Again, to get in, put your hand on the door handle. And of course, the red continues in the front. No shiny black, or no wood in this particular trim because this is the sporty-ish version. Of course, the window controls there, mirror. This has ambient lighting. It's hard to pick up on camera, but this little strip here lights up. Getting inside the 23 Highlander, the seats are comfortable. Nice steering wheel. You do have controls here for the automatic high beam, to open and close the tailgate, to turn off the engine start-stop technology. Gauges are analog and digital. Let's put the foot on the brake. Engine start-stop button is right here on the side. And there it goes. Vehicle comes to life. And this trim, being that it has the optional 12.3-inch infotainment screen, this is all new for Toyotas and Lexus. So this is their new infotainment system. The map is based, it's Google Map based, very responsive. You do have the controls right here for map, for media, you have for the phone, vehicle settings right there, the screen, and then you can go to more settings and set up everything. It does have a built-in assistant that you can wake it up by saying, "Hey Toyota,
how can I help you?
I'm cold." And as you guys can see, it turned on the climate control. So you can tell it commands, you can tell it to call somebody. So it's a built-in AI. It is cloud-based, but it will work if it's not connected to the internet, of course. There is the instrument gauges. You got traditional RPM on the left, and you have traditional speedometer on the right. You do have a little helper screen, which looks like about a 7-inch screen. There's your driving information. There's the media, what the all-wheel drive system is doing, and you can go right, left, or right. The safety systems. There's the tire pressure monitoring system for the vehicle. So a nice little helper screen to get you through different various menus and things like that. This has wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, which is a nice little feature to have. It does have heated seats on both sides. Dual zone, of course, climate control, 3-zone climate, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Heated steering wheel, heated windshield. So where the wipers rest, there's the button right there for the windshield. And then of course this has heated mirrors as well. Nice little cubby here, which also has the wireless charger. Another cubby on over there, which is nice. Cubbies pretty much everywhere. As you guys can see, there's cubbies right here as well. You can put your phone there. You got USB-A and 2 USB-Cs and traditional secret style outlet. There's your regular shifter. Thank you, Toyota, for having a mechanical shifter, no push button stuff. You have different drive modes. You have sport, normal, and eco. And when you change the different modes, it indicates that on the screen. So if you go to Eco, it changes the screen a little bit, not too much. Normal. Sport turns a little, you can see the little red button there, the little red line, and what it does is it holds the revs a little higher for quicker shifting and steering. And the steering changes a little bit, it gets a little firmer. Talking about the steering wheel, you do have infotainment controls on the left. So that this right here, this D-pad controls that screen there. You can press back, and that controls that center screen for information. And you can, of course, cycle through different menus. It shows you a digital speedometer, which is always helpful. And let's see what that screen is. There it goes. Speedometer is right there, which is kind of cool. It tells you the distance for mileage. And very straightforward. And of course, the radar cruise control buttons are here on the right-hand side. This vehicle has automatic headlights with automatic high beam. Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 Plus, which the vehicle will steer itself in the highway and highway driving. Of course, backup camera, because every modern vehicle has. No trajectory lines in this particular trim, so it won't change the angles or anything like that because it doesn't have a 360 camera. All right, folks, let's go for a quick drive of the 2023 Toyota Highlander. The mirror is auto dimming, and you have, of course, home link right here, which is nice. You have a little sunroof, no panoramic sunroof in this particular trim. That feature is available on the higher trims. You can option everything is black, and of course, very bright red and black seats. All right, let's go for a quick drive of the 2023 Toyota Highlander. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's drive the 2023 Toyota Highlander XSE. And like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this has been good. This is especially MPG wise, being that this is a 4-cylinder turbo, just a refresher, 265 horsepower and 310 torque. The MPG has been excellent. I've been getting about 27 miles per gallon, and that was with a car full of my friends, kids, and my kid. We went out and we literally had every single seat full. And this is not too bad. The engine, the pickup is decent. You step on it. Right now I have it in normal mode. You have 3 modes, normal, sport, and eco. I do like the fact that it defaults to eco mode when you're cruising around town and you're driving normal, so to maximize fuel economy. And the 8-speed transmission does a good job of mitigating the speeds. And I can't step on it because there's somebody in front of me, unfortunately, but when I get a moment, I will show you guys what this can do. And it's peppy. It definitely is peppy. I mean, the 310 pound-feet of torque definitely comes to life when you do step on it. But then again, this is a family SUV. This is not a sports car. It's not intended to be driven hard because that's not what it is. So let me bang a left over here and stepping on it. Oh yeah, it wakes up. Definitely wakes up when you stomp on the fuel, on the gas, and leaving it in sport mode, it lives up the revs. The steering wheel gets a little firmer, not much, but it's a good all-around SUV. It's not the biggest one. The third row is a penalty box for adults. Now for kids, it works just fine. You don't need, for kids it's fine. This is the XSE trim. If you want things like heated and cooled front seats, heated rear seats, panoramic sunroof, you do have to step up all the way to the platinum version of the Highlander, and that also includes real leather, not synthetic leather like this. But this being synthetic leather, you can't tell the difference. It feels very good. It's soft. It's not too bad. The seats are heated. The steering is not heated, no heads-up display here. That you get all those items when you move up to the platinum trim. And this has been my first, let me see if I can find a place to stop before I officially end the video. Let me just pull in right here. This has been my official first drive of the 2023 Toyota Highlander. Before I let you guys go, I just want to give Toyota a big thanks for allowing me to review my first Toyota press car in my home test area. I really appreciate your support and your help. And I appreciate all of you guys for watching. And if you're new here, if you haven't done so already, just hit that subscribe button down below so I can continue to provide content and continue to grow. And I will see you all on the next one.